We saw moments tonight that appeared tense and others that were tearful. Tonight, the State of the Union address that was full of surprises. Good evening, everyone. I'm Maurice Dubois.
And I'm Kristine Johnson, now on CBS 2 and streaming on CBS and New York. We begin with the president's State of the Union address happening in the House chamber where he was impeached in December.
Mr. Trump made no mention of the trial, but instead focused on his administration's accomplishments. CBS 2's Dick Brennan here now with more on that and some of those uncomfortable moments. Dick.
There certainly were, Maurice and Kristine. Things got icy from the start and went downhill from there. The president snubbed the speaker snubbed the president, and senators and representatives also joined in these sometimes raucous displays.
Madam Speaker, the President of the United States.
The State of the Union address came just a day before the Senate will make its final vote in the president's impeachment trial, and the chill in the air was obvious. When President Trump went to give Speaker Pelosi a copy of his speech, he declined her outstretched hand. And later, Pelosi would respond by tearing up a copy of the speech after the address. Throughout the night, there was a distinct partisan divide. The Republican side of the chamber had a rally atmosphere, even chanting for re-election. The president made a point to cite his own list of accomplishments on the economy.
Enacting historic and record-setting tax cuts and fighting for fair and reciprocal trade agreements.
And on foreign policy, including the fight against ISIS.
Today, the ISIS territorial caliphate has been 100% destroyed.
Mr. Trump also talked about the case of a 92-year-old Richmond Hill, Queens woman, Maria Fuertes, raped and murdered, allegedly by an undocumented immigrant.
If the city had honored ISIS detainer request, his victim would still be alive today.
The president awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom to Rush Limbaugh, the conservative radio host who was just diagnosed with cancer. First Lady Melania presented him the award right on the spot. He also saluted 100-year-old Charles McGee, one of the last surviving Tuskegee Airmen, and he surprised Amy Williams and her two young children when her husband, Sergeant First Class Townsend Williams, returned from his deployment to Afghanistan. Now, after the speech, Speaker Pelosi was asked why she had ripped up the president's speech. She said it was the courteous thing to do considering the alternative. Now, remarkably, the president never mentioned impeachment tonight. Tomorrow, once again, the final vote in all likelihood to acquit the president should come, and that, too, will likely be on partisan lines. Maurice and Kristine.